What up, guys? I'm Zach with Zero Designs, and today is May 4th if you're not paying attention to the calendar. Today's topic is going to be your proudest piece. If you watched my insanely boring video yesterday, you saw that the reason it was so boring was I was saving my most recent piece for today. Um, so, my proudest piece so far in my woodworking career is there's actually two of them. The first one is the Makers Never Forget when I donated that flag to the state police headquarters in LaSalle. Um, that was one of my proudest moments because my son actually helped me with that one start to finish. He was sanding, he was painting, he was doing it all. That was actually his first flag he's ever built with me, and um, the all around lesson it taught him of respecting law enforcement, respecting first responders, giving back to your community. We got to go down to the state police headquarters. We got to walk around a little bit. They gave him like patches and badges and stickers and all sorts of cool stuff, and it was just a really good time. But I think the one that slips in at first place for me right now is the bird feeder that I recently built. That was the first project where I was actually able to bring my entire family in on the project. Most of the time when I'm woodworking, I usually take one day a weekend. That's usually what happens. Is I'll run out here and I'll get as much done as I possibly can, and I'll also try to squeeze in an episode if I can, or a little bit of an episode. But that was a really beautiful weekend. We had nothing going on. We were all home. We were all chilling, and my fiance was talking about how much she wanted a bird feeder. I'm like, why don't we make one? So we came out here, and I mean, everybody was helping out. We all had a really good time. They got to learn about woodworking. I got to teach a little bit about woodworking, which is always fun. And we got that whole project done. And we broke it up into 2 weekends, and it's been in the ground for about 2 weeks now. And we've been trying out all sorts of different bird feeds and all of this. The wife and kids love it, man. I mean, I get pictures sent to my phone all day of all these different birds coming to the bird feeder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let a little reel of pictures play right here, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up the video. So check out the bird feeder and all the cool birds. Yeah, so like I said, man, it was really cool. I got to get the kids involved. I got to get my wife involved. We had a lot of fun. We'd work on it a little bit, put the kids to bed during the week. We'd sneak back out here, do a little bit more to it. And honestly, it has been kind of fun watching all the different birds while we're sitting in the living room. So those are my two proudest pieces. I know the topic was one, but it's hard to. There's two really good lessons there, but that'll do it, guys. As always, everything you guys do helps me out in the shop so much. Every like, every comment, every share, every time you go like my Facebook page or whatever. Predominantly, I'm trying to stick mostly to Facebook. I do upload these to YouTube, and I do upload them to Instagram, but Facebook's my main driving point. So if everybody can do me a favor and at some point go to Facebook, go to Z Everett Designs, and just hit the like button, you'll see all my videos coming up. You'll see everything I'm working on. You'll catch when I'm doing sales. For those of people who are local to the Princeton area, you'll see that I just put a huge thing out right before it's before Mother's Day right now, but it's mostly leans towards dads. I put a huge Father's Day sale out. All of last year's inventory is priced to move. It's cheaper than you're going to get it any other time of the year right now. So that's all on there too. But generally, just thank you guys. I love doing this. I love getting all the feedback and the messages and all that. It means a lot to me, and we're going to keep this going. And I think this year, rather than doing like a kids' craft day or anything like that, I think I'm going to do just a full out bash. I think we're just going to have a big party here. everybody who's been supporting me and appreciating everything I do, and I appreciate everything they're doing to help me. I think I'm just going to do a big give back thanks day. Probably fire up the grill, play some bags if I get these done. You know, the whole kit and caboodle. So stay tuned for that. There will be more details to come. And as always, guys, get to work.